All right, so last week I got my wig in and I've worn it a few times, but I haven't yet actually glued it on. I've been a little bit scared to, and it's been hard for me to actually find the products I'm going to be using today. But I finally got it today, so I'm excited to actually try my wig on and cut off the lace and actually get it to fit and see how much like hair dancing I can do. See how much I can flip it. So I'm so excited. So I got my wig here, put my wig cap on already, and this is my first time ever doing this. So it's going to be a learning experience with each other, and see how it goes. It could be a total fail, but got to do it sometime, right? So on this, I actually went ahead and I already trimmed a little bit off. Just because I was wearing it. I've probably worn it like 4 or 5 times already, just like living my best life, looking at it in the mirror and like probably over brushing it because just like living a long hair fantasy. I'm just like, yes, so good. Which by the way, I've been using this wet brush to brush it out. It has like softer bristles so it doesn't pull a ton of hair out. Yeah, I'm so excited. So I have been using this little strap that's in the back. I do have a big head, so it kind of squeezes it a little bit, but without it, it's too loose. So I have to wear it. I think I just have to find the right spot for it to kind of sit, because I don't know if it should like sit. My bone sticks out a lot back here, and I don't know if it should sit like underneath that bone or right above it or like on the crown of my head. I have no idea. So that's kind of been like a learning thing for me. So I'm going to put this on and get it adjusted. So I try to let go of the band first, and then grab the little clip underneath and put that clip underneath the cap. And I'm guessing that's would help hold it on. Oh gosh. Knocked my earbud out. I'm trying to record with these because I feel like it's a little bit better. Okay, now I'm gonna kind of adjust mirrors on both sides. And getting fitting right. So I noticed that you need to pull like the sideburns down and then go all the way around the hairline and just make sure that it like follows as close to your natural hairline just by like feeling it. And then that gets you pretty close to where this needs to be. Ooh, I'm trying to grab this corner. Okay. So pretty close to where I want it to be. I'm gonna take some clips now, clip all this hair back so I can actually see the lace and not get any of that glue stuck in it. Which honestly for me, I've just been watching a lot of YouTube videos and kind of just like watching them and learning from them, so. Oh gosh. See, that's my thing. I try to push the clips into the wig cap, and that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hold the hair back, all of it back. Just clip it out of the way. So then I can see my hairline. Awesome, looks pretty good. Okay, so now in my little mixing bowl here, I'm gonna mix 2 products. The products I have is Got2b Glued. This is the actual gel in a tube form, super thick, strong gel, and then you also need the spray. And from a lot of the videos I've watched, you actually mix these 2 together. Some people mix it with a brush, some people put it directly on their fingers. I'm gonna do a bowl and brush just to be a little bit cleaner, because I don't wanna get gel on the back, and I know me, I'm just gonna like touch something and I'm just gonna be pissed off if I got gel in it. So I'm gonna put, ooh, it's thick, a little bit of this in there, Not sure how much I need. I'm guessing not tons. My head's big, but it ain't that big. Get this, oh, there's a hair right there. Okay. And then you spray the spray directly on top of it. And they say that's gonna be the best, like, to get it super, super sticky on there. So I got this little brush I'm gonna use and kind of mix that together. It's already super, super sticky. I think I'm gonna spray a little bit more just to make sure. So some people just use the spray, so I know that's a good thing. A little brush broke. That's why I use this one, because it was the one that was breaking, but I can still use this. Perfect. Use whatever you got. And if I lose this, it's not a big deal, you know? It's like, whatever. I'm gonna get another one. So now I'm going to work on lifting up the lace and brushing this. I've got to make sure you can see. Brushing this directly onto my hair and then placing that on there. But I think more people kind of, I think you're supposed to like get this all back maybe. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, that makes more sense. So I'm going to use this brush and make sure that I go around my entire hairline with it. So since it's gel, it doesn't matter if it touches your hair, like it's not actual glue, and it will come off with the water. Trying to get this little piece of net to stay back. Okay, maybe I need to keep my head back. Been loving this wig, and I've been like dancing around the kitchen with it, listening to music, trying to get my lip syncs down. But I haven't yet to put it on like for real, for real. My skin is looking rough on this camera. I got my roots whitened today also. So my scalp is mad at me. That's why you can't really see my sideburns. I have them, there's hair there, it's just bleached to hell right now. Need you to stay back. Need a little bit better lighting. I'm gonna make sure that I really get these sideburns. So I feel like this is the area that helps make it look the most real. Like, bitch, maybe that is her real hair because all these is good, right? So now I'm gonna take my blow dryer and just start to dry that a little bit on warm. Let it get nice and sticky. And let me plug it in first. That would help out a lot. I can start getting that almost completely dry and then start to bring everything down where I want it to be. Then I saw a lot of these girls kind of take more, feels like it's pretty stuck, and spray it directly like on top of it. Go around the entire hairline. Try not to get your eyes. Scary. Okay, and then I saw some girls wrap it. I'm going to, because I figure why not. Put something around it and tie it and get it stuck on there. So I do not have like a scarf or anything. This is the only thing I had that might work. And I'm going to get that on there. Start pushing. Now what I'm gonna do is go with the blow dryer on top of this. It might be a little too thick, but this is a synthetic wig, so I don't want to put too much heat on it anyway. So I'm just gonna go like around the edges and try to encourage this to dry a little bit quicker. I'm gonna let it cool down with the bandana still on, just to make sure I'm not sweating or anything. So I'm gonna give it another like 10 minutes or so, just to make sure it's really good and stuck and everything's completely dry before I move on to the lace. So be right back. All right, back after about like 12 minutes or so. I did have to go through and kind of spray more on the sideburns and pull them down a little bit more. They're starting to lift. So before you let it dry too much, make sure you get close to a mirror and make sure it's covering everything you need it to cover. That's what I did. Thankfully, my sideburns are blonde, so they're not that noticeable. And if I were wearing makeup, I could easily cover it. And usually I have like a taper fade kind of, so you don't see it anyway. So I'm now gonna cut off the lace. I got these little baby scissors today. I just needed something sharp. So I'm thankful I did not cut off the lace the other day when I shortened it a bit because the scissors I used were dull as hell and it was bad. So these are nice and sharp. And what I'm gonna do is I kind of saw that they kind of divide this into 3 pieces so it's more manageable. So I'm gonna make a cut here and a cut here at these 2 different points. So I have like a forehead section and side sections just so I can just work on those pieces. So I'm gonna go through and cut and just make sure I don't get too close to that lace at first. I mean too close to that hairline. I wanna make sure that still have some to work with. I've been warned about going too close, so trying to be super cautious. Same thing on this side. Now I'm gonna go through and cut pretty close to that line. Wish I had a mirror with better lighting. I have a mirror here, but the lighting is not great. Okay, back. I'm gonna go through and work on cutting backwards, and my hands in my face, and I can't see. Oh, I don't know. Told you I'm learning. Maybe it'll be easier once I get. Dude, newfound respect. Like, all the work it takes to put on wigs, makeup, like, geez, walking in heels, like, oh my god. Some hard shit. I think that's what makes me want to do it even more. Like, I'm like, shit. It's very hard for me to, like, get that. See, if I cut it, I can't see because my hand's in the way. So I'm like, how do I get the angle I need? I'm gonna work on getting behind this ear. You can kind of see like the flap, the end of it. So towards that. Okay, maybe now that I have like less to work with, I can kind of glide my scissors a little bit better, and I can see it and kind of clean it up. It's not as like raggedy as I thought. I'm gonna go get alcohol before I finish the rest of this to chill out. Okay, back with an adult beverage and the camera just a little bit closer so I can get some better lighting in here. Lighting sucks in here. I have every single light on in this house. Can't see anything, so maybe I should get like a rope light and put it all the way around. Who knows? Another day. So, okay, so now I'm gonna go through again and I can see and kind of clean up these lines a little bit. I need to remind myself that my scissors are curved, so utilizing that before I go through and start cutting all willy-nilly. Maybe if I put my arm up like this, I can see. Who would have thought? Still rough, but I'm so scared to get closer than that because I do not want to ruin this wig. So I think maybe if I was wearing makeup, it would cover it up. I'll leave this for now until I actually do a full look, and we'll see how it looks. But that's all I'm comfortable with doing on that side right now. So I'm gonna go this side. Maybe this will go a little bit easier. All right, so that was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Like, all the videos I watch make it look so simple, and just like the angles and like trying to get a clean line. Like, I need new scissors now because yeah, these are not what I need. I don't know what I need. Maybe a little feather razor. I saw someone use that before, but I'll save this for lashes because yeah, it was just it was just harder than I expected it to be. So I did go back around my hairline with some more gel and blow dried it, as I kind of showed you for a second, just to see all that. I feel like if I was wearing makeup, a lot of this would be hidden. It's pretty close to my skin color already, so I'm just gonna leave it like this, like I said, until I do a full all over transformation, which will be further down the line. I just started dabbling with makeup also, so a video to come talking about that, showing like my first attempt is doing my makeup myself. I have like tried a little bit of eyeshadow, but that's it so far. So obviously it's gonna be far down the line because just this in itself exhausted me. So much respect, but I will get there. It's more of a challenge now. I'm like, I will get there one day. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of styling right now. It does say in my little brochure pamphlet that came with this that you can style it with a curling wand, also as well as steam styling. I've been doing a lot of research on steam styling also, which I want to do with this in the future, so one day, but right now I do have a wand, so I'm gonna use that. Just because on this wig, the one thing about it is I feel it's just a little too heavy, the way some of the layering is done. So I'm gonna brush it out first, break up some of this product that we sprayed in the hairline, kind of soften everything up. And I am using a wet brush, always brushing from the bottom and work your way up. Make sure I get this all brushed out. It's crazy, like it's not even my real hair, but I think why I brush it so much is because it just makes it like feel better. I feel like I'm brushing my own hair and it's like kind of relaxing. A little tangled it. Okay, so the pieces on this wig that I want a little bit more definition are these two pieces right here. Like this fringe section right here. Let me see. Might even be a little more than that. Let me see. These pieces for sure are so heavy. Maybe a little bit more on this side, but I can live with this. I really do want to cut it some, so I might cut it in the future. Get out. I'm gonna cut it in the future, but for now I'm gonna use a wand just to give it a little bit more definition and keep it from looking so, it's just like, I do not need anything pointing right here. So, I mean, it's pretty when you like move it around, but not for just standing. Here to 290 degrees, as you can see, so it's very low. Inside this pamphlet, it says that you can use a curling wand up to 150 degrees Celsius. So I'm a dumb American and I said, Alexa, what is 150 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
150 degrees Celsius is 302 degrees Fahrenheit.
302 degrees. So I set this at 290, a little bit below. I was gonna do 300. That was a little too close for me. So I brought it down to 290 to make sure that I did not melt my hair. But it says to still test it in an inconspicuous area, like in the nape, to make sure that it works first. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a very, very thin section. So if my hair does melt, it's down here. It's a little bit of layering. Oh, this makes me sad. I'm gonna take even thinner than that because I don't want it to burn. Okay, so here's my little wand. Just gonna for a second. Do I even do anything? It's not gonna do anything. I don't want to do it if it's not gonna work. I feel like that girl in that video that like isn't doing anything. So maybe that's not worth it. So maybe in the future it'll just be a cutting tutorial because you see what I mean? Like this piece right here just drives me crazy. This needs to be like back because if I flip it here, no, so it's just so heavy. So that's gonna drive me a little crazy. Should I try a bigger section? Let's see. What if I push it up to 300? A little bit higher. 10 degrees, will that make a difference? Phew. It's so hot as a woman. These help me chill out so much. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try a little bit of a larger section because I'm less scared now, you know, like I didn't get any sizzle, I didn't get any smell, so it does get a little charred. It's gonna be a little more realistic, I guess. This, the little steam comes off of it. Jeez, look. It doesn't do anything. Let me see if I wrap it and let it cool. Let it cool in this like pattern. Because it's essentially metal. Synthetic is plastic, right? So it just needs to like cool in shape. There we go. Okay, a little bit of curl. Okay, so maybe I figured out the method. Okay, still warm. Just gonna hold it until it cools completely off. Just gonna take a little while. But if this works, I'll be so happy. You can feel the heat still in it. Just gotta get the air to go up there. Yes. So just a little wave. Maybe need a little bit more definition than that, but we're learning together. Learning together. Getting used to hair in our face together also. Getting used to being a woman. So that's the thing too that happens is like, I do hair for a living, so sometimes with clients, I have my clients are like, oh, so how would I hold the curling iron if I were to curl that myself? And I'm like, I don't know, because I never did my own hair. You know, like I never had a curling iron in my hair, so this is kind of a learning experience for everyone. This one I'm gonna give a bit more lift. With that taper. Just melt it off. Keep thinking of that girl from the video. Patel, I got Patel, I got Patel. Okay, for this one, I'm just gonna, I wanna hold it, I'm gonna move on, so I'm gonna put that up there. Cool. That's what she would be saying. So, trying to pin that is not easy for me. Just gonna. The point is to hold it, right? Okay. So now the one I started with. Just gonna let everything cool. I'm just gonna hold it. The clips aren't working like I thought they would. Will. Ooh. A little more curl. Like that feels heavy. It was because there was still a clip in it. Okay, I'll let it continue to cool. I know it looks crazy, but I'll brush it out a little bit and soften it up. And it won't be as wild. Look, how did that happen? I don't know how this piece got so like curly. I guess the clip was like holding it weird. Okay, I'm gonna go through and try to soften it. maybe not as bad as I thought. Just this like one little bump is driving me crazy. This bump right here. Something I did wrong. I don't think it melted because you don't hear, I mean, you don't smell anything. It's just like, it's from the little, I'll show you in a second. I don't want you to think it's the wig's fault. This is all completely my fault. It's because the way I was like setting those last few curls, the way I was holding them, I put these little like jagged teeth in there and it just made it all like crazy. So, okay, I'm gonna stop curling it because I went over that piece a few times and I might just have to style it a different way to get it out, to get it perfect, but whew, this is all we're gonna do for now. I wanted something, I'm just gonna shake it around and make it messy. So everyone is happy. Okay. Whew. Still that bitch, even if I have bumpy bangs. Even if I curl my bangs a little fucked up. Look, if I part way over there. What bump, right? What bump? You're like, that one. That bump, right there. So look, now I'm able to swing my hair around. I still love this wig. I love the way most of it is cut, like from the back. It is beautiful. Oh shit. Drop my earbud again. But from the back, this wig is layered so pretty, so nicely. Really, really pretty. See that little bit of wave? Still good. It's still going away from my face, even if it has a bump in it. I just felt like before it was just like pointing here, which is not flattering. I'd rather have a bump. I'd rather you look at this bump than this bump, okay? Don't look at this bump. I want you to look at this bump. Look at this bump. This bump here. All right, so obviously feeling myself way too much now that I have my full lace glued down. Move it around and look forward to showing you my journey with makeup and kind of like a whole transformation. Got some exciting stuff coming up for you, a little bit of unboxing, some makeup tutorials, just showing you different stuff and kind of learning together again. I know it gets a little frustrating sometimes, but this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be like a hobby of mine. So if I break a sweat cutting some lace, so be it, if I get to have this moment right here. So hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope this at least showed someone something, and I'll see you next time. Bye.